so cloudy. I hate it when it's California and it's cloudy. It's not correct. Hey everyone, it's Camille. I'm back with another episode of Alphabet Soup. This week we have a really fun term. It is so much fun. It's as fun as a Westboro church parade. Our term is homophobia. I think we have all been affected by homophobia, which is why I am taking on this term as opposed to throwing it out there. I will open up comments. I mean, yeah, comment whenever you want, but specifically for this term, I would really love for anyone who is connected with homophobia, which is frankly, if you're queer or even if you're not queer, is all of us. So I would like to see a really lively conversation about how homophobia still exists and what we can do to combat it. I don't think I have to tell you what homophobia means. It literally means that you're afraid of someone who is specifically gay, but I'm going to open that up to people who are queer in general. It's a fear of people who are different, but it's not really fear. I think we all know that too. It's not fear. It's a lack of a desire to understand. It's a lack of a desire to accept. It is a lack of tolerance. It's bullshit. It hurts. It kills. It is not useful to anyone in any way, shape, or form. It's not helpful in the further development of our world. It's not helpful in the inclusivity or the level of inclusivity in our culture all around the world. It's a piece of shit. just, just to be blunt about it, it's a piece of shit. And luckily, we've gotten to a point where media isn't as quite forthcoming about being homophobic. Like, in the past, there was definitely issues. One of my favorite shows is actually Law and Order SVU. Don't ask me why. I find it cathartic. I don't know why. It's weird. I understand that. I really like procedurals. There's something about like watching a show about police actually like being good, or being better than the police in real life situations that kind of makes me feel like there's hope. Anyway, I love that show, and I've just recently started watching it from the beginning all over again. And when I say recently, I mean I started watching it again maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that also means that I am already on like season 6. I'm a binge watcher. I have a problem. I understand. I have problems. I should really stop watching television. Or no, I shouldn't. I love television. It's my favorite thing in the world. What am I saying? Anyway, so I love this show. And, like, the recent seasons has made me forget that the show is flawed or was flawed and is less flawed now. Like season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, there's definitely loads of instances where they are not exactly welcoming to people who are queer, people who are trans. They don't use proper language. They don't have proper attitudes. They kind of laugh at people who are trans specifically. It's kind of really bad. There's one episode where Kate Monig played a trans character. And let me not get into having cis people play trans characters, but there is an episode where she does play a trans character, and even that episode, I mean, there were so many things that they did wrong there. Like they outed her for one. And not only did they out her, but they basically made it where she had no choice but to go to a men's prison because of their own archaic rules for things. And it did not end up well for the character at all. And throughout the whole time, they kept using the wrong language and kind of giving derisive looks up until the end where they started realizing, oh wait, maybe we're doing something wrong. And it's like, you should have realized that you were doing everything wrong from the beginning. But yeah, just issues. Anyway, I'm happy to say that now the show has gotten a lot better. It's gotten a lot more inclusive with their characters, and it has gotten a hell of a lot better when it comes to using the proper terms and having the proper attitudes when it comes to people who are queer. But It wasn't always like that. Shows are going more in the way of SVU. And that makes me happy. There's less instances of homophobia, and whenever there are instances of homophobia, it gets called out. It's not just like sat there. It's not just like, well, that's a thing that's happening. It's um, it's something that is wrong with things. When the inadvertent homophobia that happened with the whole Klexa thing with the 100 happened, people called that shit out. Now, the writers may not have seen this like killing of Lexa in this series as homophobic. They may have thought, but look, we made these characters queer. Or no, actually, they were like, no, they're not queer because it's a whole new world. And those sort of situations, those sort of terms and things don't exist because everyone is equal in this new world and everything is universal. But it was homophobic. It was. They killed that character off. They killed her right as soon as they consummated their relationship. They didn't know what to do with it anymore. Now, I understand that Lexa's, real life counterpart was going to be playing in Fear the Walking Dead, and so she wasn't going to be able to stay on the show anyway. I understand that. But she was a warrior, and they had her die from a bullet shot, just real quick, right after they consummated their relationship. That's not okay. That is, in a sense, homophobic. That is not understanding the proper way to deal with a situation. That's queer baiting too. It's queer baiting and then saying, oh wait, no, never mind, we don't actually care. And also, fuck you. Fuck you. Also, hey, remember Willow? Remember Tara? Remember that whole situation where it happened the exact same way? It wasn't even creative. It was like uncreative homophobia in the form or in the guise of being creative. So, that was bullshit. But it got caught out. It got caught out. And now there's a whole Klexicon that goes on, and they put out billboards, and, they didn't get away with it. And frankly, I stopped watching the show after that because that was bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here with my rant. But, I'm gonna leave with this. Basically, 1, homophobia is real and alive. 2, it's a piece of shit. 3, media has finally realized that you cannot just straight up be homophobic without being deemed Fox News. So there is a silver lining to all of this. 4, did I say 3 or 4? I don't care. No more numbers. 4, let's try and continue to educate people. And let's try and continue to live our full and authentic lives, because the more people see us and the more that we say this is wrong when something is wrong, when something is homophobic, the more we speak out about it, the more vocal we are, the less homophobia we're going to get. The less people are going to be able to get away with it. And that's what we want. We don't want people to get away with the homophobia. We want homophobia to die, because homophobia kills people. It kills people. It hurts lives. I've said this a million times, but it's a piece of shit. So, yeah, anyway, so that's it. That's homophobia. In the meantime, go ahead and comment. I do want to have this conversation. I want to see what you think about homophobia in the media. And go ahead and subscribe. Please subscribe, because we need those. And go ahead and follow us on IG, on Instagram at the26lgbtq.com, and check out our website. We've got articles over there that we actually write. So do that. It's cool. And in the meantime, stay chill, stay safe, love yourself, be yourself, and we'll see you next time.